Hello, my fellow YouTubers. Anthony Davis is back to return to continue my review for Digimon Data Squad. Well, as I was saying before, Spencer Damon actually is being possessed by King Drazel and what's happening is that Spencer Damon's Digimon partner, which is Leomon, a very powerful Mega, which he and Spencer have actually developed a bond together, and he became his partner. And after Bancho Lemon's and Spencer become one, I guess you say, through their Digivice, King Drazel took upon himself to actually possess Spencer Damon's lifeless body, so that he could ultimately, I guess, more or less, if he couldn't help, the only way you can help go back to the human world and save your son or whatever, is that you can't tell anybody what happened. If you do, King Drazel will destroy Spencer's original body, and that's when Bach and Leomon, goes and helps Marcus and the others develop new powers, and trains them how to use their DNA charge to the fullest and help them reach the mega level. The very interesting thing about meshing evolutions, let's talk about that. We go from Mega Champion to Mega, just like regular seasons or whatever. But instead of having them go from champion to ultimate, rookie to champion to ultimate, they actually can skip over that. They can go from rookie to ultimate, and then rookie to mega, just like that. The only time that one of the characters was actually able to use the normal evolution, where they just go from champion and ultimate, was actually Marcus, after fighting against Garudamon in one of the early episodes, because he wanted to become stronger in order to defeat him. And all of a sudden his DNA charge started growing, and he was able to reach the next level. And that's how Greymon, which was Agumon's evolution, was able to digivolve into Rise Greymon. Now, Agumon's evolutions in this one are completely different from the Agumon of Season 1. But they're somewhat similar in ways of how they look and their appearance. But if you compare them both, they actually do look very different. With the original Greymon from Season 1, he was kind of like, big. I wouldn't say he's big, fat, and like that. I mean, he's kind of like on the he had the more Godzilla look. He was just like, had big claws. Like the head was like kind of big, and he had he looked more like a dragon, basically. With Greymon, he's a little more slimmer. He has a little more muscle on his body, and he was like a lot taller. And like his head was like a little more sharper. Let's see. What I'm talking about. Yes, the mega levels. In this season, where they were fighting against the hybrids, and they were basically defeated with their ultimate. Even their ultimate Digimon couldn't defeat them. And when their Digimon were about to get in trouble, and actually no, I don't think it was them that got hurt. It was the Digimon their Digimon was getting hurt really badly, and Marcus couldn't take it, so they basically, their emotions just exploded, and their Digimon was able to like use their special mega powers early on before they were able to digivolve. So we saw like a big silhouette of what their mega forms looked like before they actually showed them. But the cost of them using all that DNA charge caused their Digivice to shorten and be broken upon repair. That's where Leo comes in. he basically trains them in order to use their DNA charge to the fullest and restore the Digivices back to well, not normal, well, that's normal, but they upgraded basically to Digivice Burst. Now Digivice Burst allows them to reach the Mega level and then another level beyond that, which is called the Burst mode. The Burst mode is basically like a power up mode, similar to how season 3 did it with Galamon's Crimson mode. With this season, there was also the time where the main leader of the series turns his Digimon evil, just like with season 1, where Agumon was turned. Well, not Agumon, but Greymon was Digivolved to Skull Greymon because of Tai using abusing his Digimon. Not really abusing his Digimon, but he used his negative emotions to cause Agumon to change. That's the thing about Digimon. You can't allow your Digimon to progress to evil. If you have evil intentions, your Digimon will reflect upon that and become what you become. How to say this? He becomes something that is very evil and dark. Same with season 3 with Tamers, when Takato was very angry that Leomon died, and he forced not Guilmon, but War Groundmon to digivolve to Mega, and he kept on pushing him and pushing him and pushing him, and that's when he digivolved to Gigamon, I think his name was. Just this crazy dark dragon Digimon that just wanted to destroy everything, and it almost caused both worlds to be destroyed almost because of what Takato did. And I wouldn't really say season two with Davis or Takato, they really didn't have any like evil Digimon evolutions. But if you count Takato, what his spirit did was he got the Beast Spirit. Now the Beast Spirits are very powerful spirits that cannot be tamed right away. So when he got his spirit, he was just basically running all over the place, couldn't control his actions. He almost nearly killed his friends in the process and stuff like that. Same with Marcus. Marcus thought that Thomas betrayed them because Karada was basically holding Thomas' sister hostage. So the only way to gain Karada's trust is to actually help him, and stuff. And when he found out that Thomas had betrayed them, Marcus got so furious that it caused not Agumon, but Shine Greymon, which was Agumon's mega level, to be corrupted into a ruin mode. And a couple of episodes after that, they were fighting against Belphemon, one of the 7 Great Demon Lord Digimon. But thanks to Marcus's actions, Agumon was turned back to a Digi-Egg. And once Agumon was restored back to his original self, Marcus was able to change Shine Greymon into his Burst mode, which was finally able to defeat Belphemon and defeat Karada for good. And now, at the very end of the Digimon series, they had to go up against King Drazel and some of the Royal Knights. That's how the others were able to digivolve into their mega levels and digivolve into their burst modes as well. And once King Drazel's not King Drazel, but after Macho Leomon had explained to Marcus that he was actually his father, but they were both became one and all that stuff. Bancho Leomon had made the ultimate sacrifice to try to defeat King Drazel while Spencer's body was still his body was being possessed by him, and Marcus was forced to make a harsh decision to be able to destroy both Bancho Leomon and his father. But that turned out to be in vain because King Drazel's real body attacked them. Now King Drazel, after the battle continues, we finally learned that King Drazel was actually just a mere machine. Well, not a mere machine, of a computer. And he was basically just there to study the digital world and how it is. And the computer decided, well, the calculations prove I must destroy both worlds. That's both worlds must be destroyed, or the digital world must, I mean, not the digital world, but the human world must be destroyed. And that's when they all started fighting back. They were fighting their hardest, but not even their burst modes could be able to stop it. So basically, after that, they digivolve back to their rookie forms, but all of a sudden, they can digivolve without the digivices being used. And that's when the Digimon themselves realize that their own emotions can cause them to digivolve as well, which is similar to what happens in, in season 1, where if one of their Digidestined is hurt, they will use their own emotions to digivolve into the next level, and so on and so forth. Same with this series. And in the end, Marcus and Agumon were able to defeat King Drazel, and basically, like, I wouldn't say they destroyed him, but they more or less just sent him away, so that way, he can't cause any more damage, he can't cause any more destruction anymore. And for defeating him, Marcus was able to have his father come back to life. Too bad he didn't bring back Bancho Leomon, which is like, again, this is like the 5th or 4th incarnation of Leomon that has actually died in this Digimon series. This is the thing about Digimon. It's like called the Lion's Curse, or AKA the Mufasa effect. Yes, that is what I just made up. Where they would kill off a different sub-variety of Leomon. Leomon, Saber Leomon, Bancho Leomon, Ice Leomon, and so on and so forth. It just, every season, some type of Leomon does die. Oh, and I forgot Mad Leomon too. I forgot about him. But he comes back though as a good Leomon. But anyway, it just, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. But let's talk about the characters per se. Marcus, he's pretty like much the hothead character. He's very stubborn. He doesn't listen to anybody, but he has a good heart. Thomas, he's a very not to say broken character, but he's a very deep character because 1, he had lost his mother in a car accident. 2, he has a father that resents him because not his father. It's his father and his grandmother that resent him because they aren't his mother wasn't upper class, wasn't like upperclassman. She was actually very middle class. She was middle class, so of course, the rich family is not going to be like, oh, like, let's open her with open arms and stuff. And he just seems like he's very, he's like the genius, but like people sometimes don't get him. Like just like when Nanami tried to convince not Marcus, but Thomas to join her side because she was also a genius too, and she was misunderstood by others, which is why she joined Karada. And with Yoshino, there's not really much to say about Yoshino. I mean, yeah, she has sisters that, are better than her in some things, and that doesn't really make her like a very deep character. That just makes her like just any other character that's that's jealous. But people can relate to her. That's the thing. You may not like Yoshino, but you can, relate to her. With Keenan, I would say he's the most developed. Him and Marcus and Thomas, they're the most developed because he lost his identity at a young age, which he doesn't know if he's a Digimon or a human. So of course he's gonna be like, well, I don't know what I am. Am I a human or am I a Digimon? And just so on and so forth. The Digimon, Agumon looks up to Marcus as his boss. With Galmon, he looks up to his, he's like the student, he's the master, and that type of thing. And Lalamon's like the sister that Yoshino wished she had, and that type of thing. And Falcomon is like a brother to Keenan, because they grew up together. shared emotions and all that type of stuff. Well, thanks for enjoying my view. Peace, sayonara.